basic concept of speed and velocity, and I will provide you some tricks so that you can easily solve the numericals, and that type of numerical generally asked in the paper. Now we come to the topic that is called speed and basically speed is the ratio of the distance and time. Distance upon time. Its unit is meter per second and it is a scalar quantity. The main thing is that which type of the questions comes in the examination from speed and velocity. During this lecture I will discuss that thing. Basically speed is of 4 types. The first one is uniform speed. Second is non-uniform speed. Third one is average speed, and fourth one is instantaneous speed. क्वेश्चन जो जनरली पूछे जाते हैं वो न्यूमेरिकल्स आते हैं, और वो न्यूमेरिकल आते हैं फ्रॉम दिस पोर्शन एवरेज स्पीड. आई वुड लाइक टू डिस्कस द एप्लीकेशंस ऑफ द एवरेज स्पीड. एवरेज स्पीड के मैं कॉन्सेप्ट बता देता हूँ, एंड उसके बाद जो उस पर न्यूमेरिकल्स आते हैं जनरली वो मैं न्यूमेरिकल आपको बताऊंगा ट्रिक्स के साथ कि क्वेश्चंस आपको इजीली सॉल्व हो जाए. Average speed, it is the ratio of the total distance traveled to total time taken. That means total distance upon total time. ये पूरे जर्नी में कितना डिस्टेंस कवर किया गया है और कितना टाइम लगा है उसका जो रेशियो हम फाइंड करते हैं, दैट इज टर्म्ड एज एवरेज स्पीड. And during average speed, we have to discuss the 2 applications. The first one is first case. If a body covers s1 distance with a speed v1, s2 distance with a speed v2, and s3 distance with a speed. ये आपको दिया हुआ है कि कोई बॉडी s1 डिस्टेंस कवर करता है v1 स्पीड से, s2 कवर करता है v2 और s3 कवर करता है v3 स्पीड से. हमें फाइंड करना होता है, वी हैव टू फाइंड द एवरेज स्पीड. एवरेज स्पीड दैट इज द रेशियो ऑफ टोटल डिस्टेंस, दिस इज s1 प्लस s2 प्लस s3 अपॉन में t1 प्लस t2, total distance upon total time. But in this case you don't have given the time. In every case we have to find the t1 is s1 by v1, t2 is s2 upon t2, and t3 is s. First of all you have to find the time, then you will get the average speed equal to s1 plus s2 s3, t1 that is s1 by v1, s2 by v2, and s3. This is the application. You can easily find the average speed by the use of this form. Now the next application is in this case a body moves with a speed v1 for t1 time. Next, body moves with a speed v2 for t2 time and with a speed v3 for t3. In this case, you have given the time and a speed. You can easily find average speed, that is total distance, upon that is time, t1 plus t2 plus t3. You can easily find total distance upon total time. Now in every case, we have to find S1 is V1 T1, S2 is V2 T2, and S3 will be, in this case you have to find the distance, then you can find the average speed, and the final formula is V1 T1 plus V2 T2 plus V3 T3 upon में T1 plus T2 plus T3. This is the formula to find the averages. Now we come to the questions. अब मैं आपको क्वेश्चंस बताने जा रहा हूं जो जनरली ऑब्जेक्टिव पेपर में पूछे जाते हैं. Question is, a person goes from home to market with a speed of 40 km per hour, with a speed of 40 km per hour, and and return back with a speed of 60 km per hour. What is the average speed and average velocity during whole journey? ये कह रहा है कि अगर कोई बॉडी होम से मार्केट जाता है, तो पर्सन गोज फ्रॉम होम टू मार्केट विथ a speed of 40 km per hour and he returned back with a speed of 60 km per hour. ये जो बैक हो रहा है वो दिया हुआ है आपको, दैट इज द 60 km per hour. ये एज इट इज गया और ये बैक हो जाता है. दिस इज द कंडीशन. करेक्ट. व्हाट विल बी द एवरेज स्पीड ड्यूरिंग द होल जर्नी? आपको ये पूरा स्पीड निकालना है ड्यूरिंग होल जर्नी का. एवरेज स्पीड, we have to follow the technique, that is 2v1 v2 upon v1 plus v2. ये डायरेक्ट आपको टेक्निक अप्लाई करना है so that you will get the direct result. In questions you have given v1 is 40 and v2 is 60. This is 240 into 60 upon 40 plus 60. यह जगह 240 into 60 upon 100. That means ये जो इसका आंसर आ जाएगा ये 48 km per hour is the correct answer. That means in questions we have to find the average speed if a body goes from home to market with a speed of 40 km per hour and he returned back with a speed of 60 km per hour. What will be the average speed during the entire journey? अगर आप नॉर्मल मेथड करते हैं तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी हैव टू लेट द डिस्टेंस लेट करना पड़ेगा, बिकॉज इन द क्वेश्चंस यू डोंट हैव गिवन द डिस्टेंस, एंड आफ्टर दैट वी हैव टू फाइंड द टाइम. आपको टाइम फाइंड करना पड़ेगा, देन यू कैन फाइंड द एवरेज स्पीड. अदरवाइज ये जो मैंने आपको टेक्निक बताया है कि डायरेक्ट आप उसको अप्लाई करोगे 2v1 v2 अपॉन v1 प्लस v2, ये डायरेक्ट आपका आंसर आ जाए. नाउ वी कम टू द नेक्स्ट थिंग. इफ In questions, we have to find average velocity. Average velocity. Average velocity is basically total displacement upon total time. If a person goes from home to market and he come back to the same point, if initial and final point coincide each other, then displacement will be 0. That's why its average velocity will be 0. That means its average speed will be 48 km/h and average velocity will be. That is the correct answer for this question. Most of the time, this type of the questions exam. Okay. Now we come to the next. अभी जो मैंने बताया है उसमें दो वेलोसिटी दिया हुआ है v1 and v2. Now in this case, if a person covers 1/3 of total distance, if a person covers 1/3 of total distance with a speed of 10 km/h, next 1/3 20 km/h, and last 1/3 60 km/h. What will be the average speed during whole journey? Correct. What will be the average speed during the whole journey? The question is that this is the A and B. Person covers 1/3 of. We have to consider x is the distance from A to B. 1/3. This is 1/3 with a speed of 10 km/h. Next 1/3 it covers with a speed of 20 km/h, and last 1/3 with a speed of 60 km/h. We have given the three variables v1, v2 and v3, and in this case we have to find the average speed. Average speed is basically the total distance upon total time. If you will follow the method, then you have to find t1, t2, t3. अगर हम मेथड को फॉलो करते हैं तो आपको t1, t2 एंड t3 फाइंड करना पड़ेगा, और इन दिस केस t1 के बाद टोटल डिस्टेंस हो जाएगा x अपॉन t1 प्लस t2 प्लस t3. दिस इज द नॉर्मल मेथड. t1 plus t2 plus t3. When you will solve it, after that you get the average speed during the entire journey. But right now I will provide you the technique. ये मैं आपको टेक्निक बता रहा हूं कि if you have given v1 10 km/h, v2 is 20 and v3 is 30 km/h. v3 is 60 km/h. Now we can easily find average speed is we have to apply the technique is 3v1 v2 v3 upon v1 v2 v2 v3 plus v3. ये टेक्निक अगर आप डायरेक्ट अप्लाई करते हो, बट दिस इज द केस ऑफ द थ्री वेरिएबल्स. तीन दिया होता है आपको. जब v1 v2, ये v1 की वैल्यू 10, v2 20, v3 6. v1 into v2 200 plus 1200 plus 6. When you will solve it, so 3 into 10 into 20 upon में, this is the 2000. The correct answer is 18 km per hour. In every questions, you have given the options and exact value of the average speed is the 18 km per hour. This is the easiest way to find the average speed. Otherwise, it will be more complex. You will follow the general method. We have to apply the formula to get the direct result. These are the formula for the average speed. But if in the questions we have given the find the average velocity, it is basically the total displacement, upon total this is the total displacement upon total time taken. In previous questions, I have told you the average velocity will be 0. Average velocity will be 0. If initial and final point coincide, then average velocity will be. But now we come to the next question. In that case, a person goes from A to B and then B to C with a speed of velocity of 30 km per hour and 40 km per hour. A person goes from A to B and then B to C with velocity of 30 km per hour and 40 km per hour. Find the average velocity during whole journey. In questions we have given a person goes from A to B and B to C. In questions we have given this distance S and this distance both are equal. AB and BC both are equal. ये क्वेश्चन में डाटा में दिया हुआ है AB और BC जो होगा वो इक्वल दिया हुआ है. आपको फाइंड करना है. We have to find its average velocity. Average velocity we have to apply the technique. The same technique we have to apply. Average velocity, that is 2v1 v2 upon v1 plus v2. If distance will be equal, then you can easily apply this formula. That is 30 into 40 upon 30 plus. Now you can write 230 into 40 upon 70. That is 240 by. This is the average velocity during the entire journey. In this case, its value will be 240 by 7. But in previous, I have told you that was 0. The reason is that it never come to the initial point. अगर body initial and final point coincide कर जाता है, तो that is called, तो उस केस में हम कहते हैं कि velocity जो average velocity जो हो जाता है वो 0 हो जाता है, because the displacement will be 0 and basically average velocity is the total displacement upon total time taken.